Our sense is that corporate Britain needs to catch up to the rest of the world in terms of workplace wellness. We see in other parts of the world, like the United States, they take a far more rigorous and serious approach to their employees' health and well-being. And I guess that's probably because we've got a fantastic social system in the NHS. But unfortunately, that system is far more biased towards the looking after people when they're actually sick. And because of the constraints of those of that social budget, we find that less and less money is being spent on the wellness element. And that's where corporate Britain needs to step up and actually make an investment in their own staff. We need to change the discussion to a strategic one and elevate the discussion in the boardroom. The health of the staff needs to be seen as an asset like any other asset in a business.
I think right now is an extremely exciting time in the healthcare market, especially for Vitality Health. Why do I say that? Well, technology is everywhere. Everyone's monitoring steps. Before you know it, they're going to be measuring hydration, they're going to be measuring blood pressure, heart rate. All of these metrics will be measured all the time. And there's no business better positioned to harness all of this data and translate it into real actions than Vitality Health.
I think what's interesting and what we see through Britain's Healthiest company is vitality age. And I think measuring a vitality age, which is effectively a wellness age in the organisation, I think seeing how that's trending is a really powerful measure. I think to do that, you need to participate in something like Britain's Healthiest company. But if you can utilise something like that age, I think it's very helpful to gauge the success you're having. When we talk to our clients, we often hear about all the wonderful things they're doing to support their employees as they go along that healthcare journey. And I think it is a journey for most employees, and they'll be at different places at different points in time. So as an employer thinks about that, I think today what many have tended to do is they hear about particular programs, or they'll talk to somebody in another business and they'll hear about something and they'll say, look, that's a great idea, let's put it in place, whether it's a cessation of smoking program or whether it's a 10,000 steps sort of movement oriented program. There's lots of good programs out there and there's nothing wrong with any of them. But of course, what ends up happening is over a period of time, employers just have a whole heap of things happening. But are they joined up? What are they trying to achieve? The employers that we've seen that have really made great strides here are the ones who have really thought about an integrated healthcare strategy around health and wellbeing that picks up all the different activities they're doing, certainly, but they know why they're doing it, they know what they want to achieve. And I think where employers can be the most successful is where they really utilise and harness the power of data. Big data now is a trend in our society, there's no doubt about it. But it's not really about data, it's actually about insight. It's about the stories that the data tells and the implications you can show from that on talent strategy and the overall people strategy for the organisation. I think understanding that and then committing to the right actions with the right measures in place will take you faster down that path rather than just a series of interventions, because you may not have the right interventions. You need to understand the demographic of your workforce, where that's heading, what the shape of that looks like, and what the right series of levers would be to pull at a particular point in time. So I think putting in place a proper strategy is the right answer, but it doesn't mean that the interventions that employers are putting in place today aren't valuable. They are. They just need to be coordinated.